鏡でできた看板ですか?
Hibiki widens her eyes. The cleaner doesn't realize that as he continues on with an excited voice.
プレス機の工場見学ば行った時に見とうとですよ。こう一面のおっきな木の板がありましてな。
はい。
その木の板に鏡でできたロゴの文字とマークが貼り付いておるわけですよ。鏡の看板なわけとです。
あ、イメージできてきました。木の地板に鏡でできた文字とマークが貼り付けですね。
Hibiki starts drawing in her sketchbook.
ああ、小概な感じです。できますかいね。
Even I can tell what the cleaner means by looking at Hibiki's sketch.
シンボルマークが直線的で単純な形なら鏡のカット加工でできるように思いますけど。
Suppo the ant, hello starving. Hibiki's eyes look up at Kisaki standing next to her. Kisaki nods and then looks to the man sitting in front of a computer.
浦上。曲線のオーダーカットを受け付ける業者もあるようです。また、樹脂ミラーというものなら加工は容易なようです。
容易って？
ハサミや糸のこでの曲線カットが可能だと。ですので、市内の職人に頼めば容易に成形できるかと。
お値段は？
価格表としてはこれになりますね。
Urakami presents a printout, which Kisaki then shows the cleaner.
具体的にはお見積もりをいただいてになりますが、ざっとでこの程度、鏡代として料金がアップしますね。
ああ、このくらいならよかですたい。ならできるいうことでよかとですかね。
But Hibiki doesn't answer right away. She's staring not at the illustrated map, but at the B4 size residential map.
岡留クリーニングさんって4メートル道路を挟んでお向かい鮮魚店さんですよね。
はい、魚留さんですたい。
Pando, wake up, Dexter. I don't, listen. It's not my job.
周りに緑とかってどうですか？結構あります？
いや、商店が集まってるところですけん、緑はほとんどありません。あ、
はい、その条件だと鏡の看板、あんまり綺麗に見えないかもしれませんね。
ああ。
He probably imagined the area around his store. The excitement gradually leaves the cleaner's face.
ですから、例えば旗竿型の看板にして、周囲より高く立てるとか。
ああ、そうすれば空が映るか？
Doesn't he, live in your walls or something? I hope not. I interrupt without thinking, but Hibiki responds to me with a smile.
試作してみないとわからないけど、そんな雑然とした印象にはならないっぽいかなって。
そぎゃんですかの。そんならあれこれ試してもらえれば。
逆に周辺の景観を良くするという手もあるかな。花壇とか街路樹とか周りのお店と協力し合って。
そうした活動には市から補助金も出るはずです。
Kisaki's wider viewpoint and Urakami's casual follow-up. That seems to have provided him with motivation as the color has come back to the cleaner's face.
そいでしたら、できるようなら鏡の看板でお願いします。こっちでもやれることはやってみますけ。
わ 私はそれで大丈夫です。
Kisaki and Urakami both nod in response to Hibiki's words. I'm so lonely here. Hey, I'm here. The cleaner makes a relieved face, and Hibiki smiles and opens up her sketchbook again.
それならマークのデザイン鏡にした時にも映えるように仕上げてみなきゃですよね。
あ、そぎゃんとですね。
Hibiki and the cleaner finally come back to their original purpose. They start discussing the actual sign.
どう？コーヒー。
ああ、すまんな。
Away from the table the two sat at, Kisaki whispers to me as she hands me a cup. Urakami is still at the computer while listening to on the conference at the table.
なかなかだろ、相鉄。君の妹は。
Okay, Kisaki, you're a bit too soft-spoken. Maybe I should increase yours. 75.
うん。正直に言えば、見直した。
With this cleaner, that's the third person. Hibiki's friendly toward everyone, and has this ability to listen to someone's request while still suggesting her own designs. Thanks for the hydrate, Darvin.
しかし、看板の掛け替え需要というのは、こんなにたくさんあるものなのだな。
なんだ、相鉄。君は何も聞かされずに引っ張られてきたのかい？
Kisaki giggles as she takes out a piece of paper that's all too familiar to me.
お人よしのイラストマップか。
Dexter would have done hydrate and stretch. Dexter does hydrate, stretch, head pat, blankie.
そうだ。響のイラストと、ほら、ところどころシンプルなマークがあるだろ？
うん。
A tea house has a tea mark. A miso storehouse has the miso mark. What? The marks are strangely familiar while still being distinct. Wait, distinct. And littered all over the map.
こうしたマークをピクトアイコンという。これもすべて響がデザインしたものだよ。
ほう。
When I look at it in detail, I can see some fine details that makes it all the more interesting. It's interesting, but there's no picto icon for the shochu brewery. Because of that, and what happened this morning, I can't help but wonder.
ピクトアイコンは希望した店にだけつけたのだけれど、これがなかなかの好評でね。
うん。
The line makes me feel relieved. That line makes me feel relieved. That means that Hibiki doesn't dislike Kuma Shochu. But that also means that Migita Brewery didn't put out a request either.
来年版のマップには、うちもという希望が殺到したんだ。そこで、相乗効果を埋めないものかと考えてね。
Synergy. Saki also talks about what Makoda taught me as if it were given. As if it were given. I don't know.
お人よし看板もよしプロジェクトというのを考えた。ピクトアイコンをマップと看板両方に載せるんだ。
おう。
I let out a a stuffed up sigh because I'm so impressed. But that is actually a great idea.
そうすれば、例えば外国人観光客などもピクトアイコンを頼りにより容易に街を歩けるな。
She is smug. I can't wait for her route.
地図のアナウンス効果も商店の宣伝効果も上がる。加えて君の言った通り看板の掛け替え需要も生まれる。
まさしく、お人よし、看板もよしだな。
そう鉄、おっさん臭いよ。
お、
If you ask me, that project name sounds like something an old woman would come up with. But this stupidly simple name has the magic of being unforgettable.
響きあってのプロジェクトだ。出会えたことに心から感謝しているよ。
それなら兄としてありがたい。
I start to understand why Hibiki would be so influenced by Kisaki. Being chased away from the brewery, she showed where Hibiki belongs. No, not only where to wait. Being chased away from the brewery, she showed where Hibiki belongs. No, not only where to belong, but where she can truly shine. Moreover, Kisaki wishes for the development of Ohitoyo, the tourism promotion, and her support of the aircraft factory. She believes that both of them can coexist and acts accordingly. If her evaluation of water pollution is correct, even I would think that Kisaki's method is the best way. However, Kisaki's young. There's a limit to her experiences. She probably doesn't understand how scary reputation can be. If even if a drop of muddy water gets into the tank and becomes public knowledge, the entire brewery will be called Mudwater Shochu forever. What the fuck?
そう鉄、コーヒー冷めるよ。
お、すまん。
兄さん、お待たせしてしまいました。
Before I know it, the meeting is over. Hibiki looks tired, but she also looks like she accomplished something. With her sketchbook to her side, she walks over to me.
いや、全く待ったとは感じなかった。お前の仕事ぶり、非常に興味深く見せてもらった。
そうですか。
She starts to get panicky. Behind me, Kisaki giggles a little.
うん、そうだった。その上、勉強にもなった。なるほど、これは、お人よをより知る助けになるな。
なら、よかったです。さてと、今日のお仕事はこれで終わりだね。お疲れ、響。これからどうする？
Hibiki jerks toward Kisaki's voice.
木崎先輩も、浦上さんもお疲れ様です。今日も私、たくさん助けてもらっちゃいました。持ちつ持たれつさ。僕らは利益共同体だから。
Hibiki laughs even brighter to her joke. Urakami just nods a little, and then turns back to the computer with an expressionless face.
疲れてないなら、食事でもしながらもう少し打ち合わせるかい？疲れは特にないんですけど。
She thinks a little bit first. Hibiki then looks at me. She then turns back to Kisaki and bows deeply.
今日はこのまま帰ります。兄さんと一緒ですし。そうか。なら、また。そう鉄？ 責任持って響を送ってあげてくれよ。
Don't worry, it's her route, I'll protect her.
無論だ。大事な妹であるし、僕の帰り道も同じだからな。
Yeah, I guess that too, but still.
なら安心だね。それじゃあ、銀行の外まで送るよ。ありがとう、先輩。浦上さんもさようなら。
はい、さようなら。お気をつけて、響さん、相鉄さん。
お疲れ様です。さようなら。おお、もうできている看板もあるのだな。
I'm glad we took the longer route. When I try to pay attention, I do find Hibiki's picto icons on the signs.
蒲田醸造所さんは、ねえねえとも古い付き合いの味噌蔵さんやけん。
付き合いだけで頼むようなものではなかろう。文字通り、店の看板だぞ。
I think she agrees with me. Instead of answering, she blushes and looks down. But, oh, I see.
まさしく、看板だものな。
Ohito is an old town that was untouched by the war. Naturally, though, there are some renovations that have occurred over the years. And oh, help, you showed me AI bots. Dexter, just, I don't know, don't fucking write it then. It's not that hard, okay? Being autistic isn't an excuse. The town of Staring is starting to look different, but there are stores with the old looks still around.
かけ替えるというのは、なかなかに大変なことだろう。
私もそう思うと、じゃなくて、はい、兄さん。私も同じように思います。
I wonder sometimes, is Hibiki's insistence on speaking standard just a sort of filtered to hide her embarrassment? Yes.
せっかくのお話でも、この看板を変えるだなんてっていうのも、やっぱりありますから。
おう。
This antique look can only be brought out by time. Sometimes she'd have to convince them it's a waste to throw it away. Hibiki talks about that and lets out a long sigh.
そのお店の歴史そのものだったりしますから、看板は。清掃だけで見違えたりすることもありますし。
I was saying in fiction. So you'd rather pick a thought daughter in fiction because incest.
なるほどな。
That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm hearing from you. I feel it's very like Hibiki to say that. Don't agree with me! At the same time, I can sense Hibiki's capacity for accepting, At the same time, I can sense Hibiki's capacity for accepting Hibiki the way she is. What?
しかし、それでは看板もよしプロジェクトは進まんな。
まさか、兄さん？そういう時こそ、デザインの出番じゃないですか？
ん？
調和するよう、ピクトアイコンを考えるんです。看板だけが、そのお店のすべてなわけじゃないんですから。
And you know me by now, right? Unfortunately, yes.
おお。
For example, at the storefront, or the glass of the display window, a sticker of the picto icon can be stuck there. A flag of the store can be placed with the store name and the picto icon at the same time.
平面だけじゃなく、ほら、
おお。
A pottery storefront has a large pot there dyed with the picto icon. I would even take a thought daughter that likes drinking my blood. Okay. No. No.
ちょっと見つけづらいのも宝探しみたいで楽しいかなって。
いいな。これは非常にいい。
Three-dimensional objects have more impact. The thoughts all connect.
例えば、ミノカサ菓子店さんから依頼をいただけたら。
ああ、いいですね、それ。ピクトアイコン、鉄の塊で作ってほしい。
Hibiki takes out her sketchbook immediately and starts scribbling something on the edge. I see. That doubles up as her memo pad too. I wonder why she refused to let me carry it for her.
大人になったのだな、響は。
Where? She closes her sketchbook and starts to shake her head in confusion.
そんな、全然。私なんかまだまだ子供、小娘みたい。
そんなことはあるまい。プロの仕事をきちんとしている。
Yeah, what are you talking about, Hibiki? You're 18. That's what the warning told me. There was no warning. There was no disclaimer at the start of the game.
お互いに良い出会いであったのだな。響と、そしてキサキとは。
She gives a big nod. But when Hibiki looks up again, she's frowning.
どうした？
いや、いや、
A deep breath. Hibiki then moves her face closer to mine.
兄さんとキサキ先輩、どうしてお互い呼び捨てとかしてるんですか？
ああ、そのことだったら単純な理由だ。僕とキサキは古くからの知り合いだったのだ。
え？
タイトさんに連れられ会ったことがあるらしいぞ。幼少期のキサキに引き取られたばかりの僕が。
Though I don't remember it at all. When I add that tidbit, Hibiki exhales a big sigh. She then takes another deep breath.
兄さんが覚えてないなら、どうしてそのことが？
宝生元忠を知っているか？
もちろん、キサキ先輩のお父さんやけん。
元忠が聞かせてくれたのだ。キサキも言われて思い出したようだな。
え？じゃあ、やったら、だったら。
You should put a redeem of 20k points to that end stream. Well, no, 20k is too low. She points with both hands. Hibiki repeatedly touches her index fingers together back and forth.
ニーニーとキサキ先輩、保護者同士が、小さか頃に引き合わせたと？
らしいな。何度か会っているとのことなのだが、僕は完全に失恋していた。
What? Did I say something extremely bad? What did he say? What? Okay. He looks up at the sky and shakes, as if she just got food poisoning.
何、響、どうかしたか？
近づけたら、これ以上近づけたら危険やけ。先輩が絶対来ないとこ。
お、
Well, just be glad that Hisaki, he's a separate route. Hibiki turns around widely to me. Her eyes are somewhat squinting, should I say.
ニーニ、お人よの復興は、86の復活あっての言葉へ。
Well, considering that there's different routes, you know, maybe there's other ways other than Hachiroku.
うん。それはもちろんだ。
In order to revive Hachiroku, many people lent us their strength and support. If we let all that go to waste, it'll certainly make it harder to achieve the restoration of Hohitoyo.
回収の方も、あれから進んでるんですよね。
ああ、順調と聞いている。
There were a few problems that were revealed in the test run. In order to solve all of that, many people are currently working on it.
なら、お人よをよりよく知ることだけじゃ足りません。8620復活のためにも、もっとたくさん努力しないと。
そうだな。響の言う通りだ。
Seeing how sure Hibiki is with the statement, it makes it harder to tell her. But if she was going to say it herself, there's no reason to hold back.
では、その方面でも僕らにできることを尽くそう。まず、響には機関助手としての基礎を積んでもらう。
はい、兄さん。
Fuck off, starving. Hibiki's eyes seem like they're on fire. She is full of motivation and is shining.
一生懸命覚えます。
She starts fidgeting a little. Perhaps she's getting a little too motivated, as her face is blushing and her breath seems quicker than usual.
だから、兄さん、私に、その、手取り足取り、教えてください。
細かなことは僕には無理だ。それは86に習うがよかろう。
Even with generous eyes, I'm still a trainee. It's much too early for me to teach anyone. I'm not saying anything out of the ordinary, but Hibiki looks down for some reason.
なに、そう落ち込むな。今の僕にも指導してやれることが一つだけある。
そうなんですか。でしたらそれをじっくりたっぷり。
おお、素晴らしいやる気だな。
Yeah, no shit, Sotetsu. It's because she wants to be with you. In more ways than one. She's a beginner after all. I was considering starting with 100 kilograms. But Hibiki is good at sports and academics. I'm sure she can withstand shoveling 400.
ならば行くぞ。目指すはお人用温泉駅だ。
はい、兄さん、どこまでだってついていきます。
Maitetsu. Just chatting? What's in just chatting? Oh god, no.
茶道、ド S、茶道。
I guess she couldn't handle 400 kilograms.
おー。
Hibiki has her head down on the desk in the rail shop. With her head still down, she repeats the same thing over and over again.
22の茶道、ド S、茶道。相鉄さん。
うん。
Rana turns her head to the side. A blank look on her face. She peers up at me with innocent eyes.
茶道、ド S って何ですか？
You'll learn it when you're older.
ああ、そのことか。
A question I totally expected, but it's a bit difficult to explain. Hibiki's calling me a sexual deviant who revels in dealing pain. Yes, that's not something I can say.
茶道とはすなわち茶道。
No, don't lie to her.
茶道？
So I don't want to outright lie either. So I try to find other possibilities.
そう、つまりはお茶の道のことではあるまいか。
Brandon's face lights up.
レイナ、わかりました。相鉄さんの茶道、相鉄さんのお茶の道がド S なんですね。
No. While saying that, she turns her head to the side again.
それで、ド S って何ですか？
京都の方のいわゆる舞妓言葉というものであるかもしれんな。
ああ、レイナ、聞いたことあるような気がしますよ。
Brandon jumps off her chair.
シャナリ、シャナリ。
She walks slowly while saying that, then looks up at me, a big smile plastered across her mug.
うち、レイナと S。よろしくド S。
うん、そういう感じだった気がしないこともないな。
This might be a little funny. But if she does that in front of others, people might think Brandon's an idiot. Dexter, you can't fucking delete the messages on Discord so that you can get me to click on the skull. I was fucking reading this shit. You told me to check Discord, I was still on it while you were typing this shit. Caught in 4K. I was about to switch to fucking where is it? Is it this window? No, different one. Wait, no. Yeah, it is this window. Yeah, I was about to switch this window and then you had to start deleting everything.
ただ、舞妓言葉を舞妓以外が使うのは危ういかもな。舞妓と誤解されてしまえば、京都に連れて行かれかねん。
Just click it. I know what it does now. You fucking Dexter fucking said what it did.
はわー。レイナ、お人よ鉄道の子だから、京都に行かないのです。ド S、言わないのです。
そうだな。それが一番だ。
I pat her head, to which she gives a loose smile. Raina then fixes her hat before speaking up again, now convinced.
2位に茶道ド S ですから。響さんは相鉄さんの緑のお茶が飲みたいんですね。
I can't believe you just fucking lied to Raina like that.
ああ、かもしれんな。
Since that day, we've been doing nightly training. Since the first day, Hachidoku joined, making the training session more dense. Even I'm starting to get fatigued with the repeated labor. It should be even harsher than Hibiki. For Hibiki.
相鉄さん。
よし。久しぶりだが、立ててみるとするか。
I did learn the tea ceremony with Michiko. I can put out a proper ceremony to pretend to be the head of the household. But with Hibiki still calling me a sexual deviant, I suppose it's only right for me to make tea for her.
茶器はあるかな。それに、できれば抹茶も欲しい。
緑のお茶を入れるやつなら、給湯室のステンの棚の中ですよ。
心得た。
I opened the cupboard just as I was told and find a wooden box that looks like it.
おうすか。助かるな。レイナもいるし、その方がよかろう。
I boil some water and pick out 2 teacups. I brew the light tea, and then froth it up the tea whisk. Slush. I smooth out the unsightly bubbles. It's a far cry from proper, but at least it's done.
待たせたな。
I have 2 teacups on a tray. I don't have any tea cakes, but Raina seems to look on happily. And do you know anyone who is similar to me in the way I like anime lollies so much? No, I don't.
お客様のお茶です。
そうなのか。勝手に立ててはまずかったか。
まずくないです。美味しいってみんな言ってますよ。
Dexter, don't say it like that.
そうか。
I hand one of the teacups to the smiling Raina.
レイナ、お茶をもらっていいんですか？
I said it on purpose. That doesn't make it any better.
うん。せっかくだ。口に合うようなら飲んでみてくれ。
でも、レイナ、茶道のお茶の道のこと全然わかりませんよ。
She had been glancing at the teacup, wanting to try. If I hadn't caught on to that, this way of the tea wouldn't matter at all.
畳ではなく、テーブルの上に出すお茶だ。かしこまっても仕方ない。気軽に飲んでくれれば嬉しい。
それなら遠慮なくいただきますね。レイナ、お付き合い程度には飲めるのです。
Edo would literally go insane if there was second me in chat. Yes, correct. He starts gulping it down by holding the teacup with both hands.
美味しかったです。軽油より コクがあります。ごちそうさまでした。
Also, this is the first time we've seen a rare lord drink something that isn't oil. Oh, well, Reina. Because Hibiki drinks water. I mean, Hachiroku drinks water. She stares at me. I can't help but respond.
お粗末様でした。
It almost sounds like a meal. I then move on to my next guest, Hibiki. She's still lying on the desk there. Suddenly, she sits up straight. When I hold out the teacup, she bows. She then nods to Reina and turns back to the teacup.
お手前、頂戴いたします。
She bows deeply. She puts the teacup in her left palm and then pushes it out. She rotates the teacup away from herself and then quietly puts it to her lips. As I'm trying to get my buns out of bed. Happy bikini and workaholic day. Don't ask, I'm still laughing. How do those two correlate? She drinks the last drop with a slight noise, wipes the tip of the cup with her fingers, and then she wipes her fingers with a handkerchief. Because I picked them. There are 7 more. Excuse me? Hang on, what? Okay, the only thing I'm getting is Wimbledon. We don't care about tennis here. The teacup is on top of the table, which Hibiki carefully looks at from above, then takes into her hand before observing it some more.
かっこいいです。響さん、いつもと全然違います。
She trips at the sound of Reina's voice. Relieved from seeing the usual Hibiki, Reina laughs some more. But she's right. Hibiki is very elegant right now. It's different from how I was taught. But each step was calm. She clears her throat and straightens her posture before bowing to me. Her groans earlier seem to have all been from a dream. Right now, her expression's much softer.
兄さんのお心遣い、おいしく頂戴いたしました。あら、お茶ですか。
Uh-oh. More people have joined.
相鉄くんが立てたんですか？羨ましいです。私にもいただけませんか？
とても本式には立てられぬが、それでよければ。
Paulette is a mayor, so she probably has some formal function. She has some formal functions she goes to. Yeah, if get rid of the she goes to and she sounds like a robot. Hachiroku is Hachiroku. That goes without saying. But okay, time to start my day. AC Unity. Won't finish itself. The most loved one. Look, all I'm saying is that Assassin's Creed fell off after Brotherhood. Revelations was alright. Black Flag was pretty good. So, it fell off after Black Flag. I take the right precautions, receive some agreements, and then go ahead to make the tea.
相鉄様らしいお茶ですね。大変美味しゅうございます。
Dismisses like 10 plus AC games. Well, It gets repetitive after the 1000th trailing mission, doesn't it? They made too many. Exactly. And the side quests aren't even that good. You know, like the backbone of most open world games. You got the main story, that's whatever. Alright, but you're making an open world game. At least make the side content interesting. Once a month, I can enjoy them. Or once in 2 months.
落ち着くお茶をいただきました。美味しかったです。ありがとうございます。
Hachiroku is the guest of honor, while Paulette is the second. Although what they said differed. Their movements were extremely similar. Could it be the same school? It's elegant, but there also appears to be something different about it.
大事なお話の前に唇を滑らかにしてもらえちゃいました。
ああ、
Seems like we're getting down to business. I shake off all irrelevant thoughts and give Paulette my undivided attention, but it's Hibiki's route.
86ちゃんから乗務訓練の評価シートをいただいて報告を受けた上でお話し合いをしたんですけど。
Hearing Paulette's words, Hachiroku gives a small smile. Paulette's a bit too quiet to... Hang on. Put her up like 70.
響はこの短期間に大きくスキルを伸ばしています。機関助手とし、乗務につける域に到達したと判断します。
And I mean, Hachiroku, we've already done her route, so her voice isn't that important. Put it down by 5. Yeah. Discord just chatting. What do you... Never mind. Surprise lolly attack.
乗務につける？
The kind words of her drill sergeant just caused Hibiki to become more confused.
そんなん訓練3日目から乗務させられて石炭ばガンガン投げ込んでるたい。訓練としてですよね、それは。だから乗務訓練、
Those surprised eyes look at Hachiroku and then to me, at me. There are no more misunderstandings. Hachiroku's nod gives a guarantee to Hibiki.
訓練のつかぬ乗務。つまりは、営業運転のことだろう。
だって営業運転って、だって兄に、ですけど兄さん。
With her cheeks still flushed with excitement, Hibiki tries to calm herself down.
その評価はすごく嬉しいんですけど、でも営業運転ってまだいろいろ不足してませんか？
Well, you know, we have to get the story rolling, don't we? Pun intended.
8620の再整備は完了した。レールロード、機関士、機関助手は揃った。
Oh yeah, and I started playing ZZZ. I didn't unlock the gacha yet though. I swear to God, if I don't get Nekomata, I might spend. You know you can reroll, right? Okay, how about you just spend on me? Never mind. And then you won't have the urge to spend on ZZZ. Never mind. Hearing Hibiki's words, Hachiroku follows up too.
2駅間往復のみの路線ですから、車掌不在でも望ましくはありませんが、当面の問題はございません。
Isn't rerolling something you shouldn't do? What do you mean?
補選の方もバッチリですよ。ボランティアさん、たくさん頑張ってくれました。
Everyone rerolls in gacha games. It's just that it just takes time, and I'm too lazy to do it. But, you know, I got a good character from the 50th pull.
なら、他の不足は、そう、だって営業運転っていうのは。はい、それが今日、皆さんに集まってもらった理由です。
Everyone nods to Paulette's voice. The locomotive crew and tracks can all come together, but it's clear that there's a large piece still missing.
営業運転を開始するには、客車がどうしても必要になります。
キハ07を客車代わりにはできんのか？
I try to suggest a simpler solution, but Paulette shakes her head, looking a little sorry.
足回り不安がある子ですから、今以上に負荷を増やすのは。
ああ、そうか。それはそうだな。
If the suspension of Kiha 7 breaks down, both 8620 and Kiha 7 will be out of commission. Procuring a passenger for 8620 also means it will become a backup for Kiha 7 as well. Procuring a passenger? You mean a passenger car?
ならば、どこからか手配するしかないか。ポーレットの方で当てはないのか？
交流のあるマイテツの人たち、何人かには聞いたんですけど。
Most Maitetsu own a rail car, and passenger cars are set. Naturally, Maitetsu who owns locomotives will not want to give up the passenger car for their locomotive. Well, you know, we found a benefactor.
言われてみれば、そうなるか。なら、客車の手配は困難なのだな。
はい、だからその辺のこと相談したいなって思いまして。
Hibiki and I are railway amateurs. Because Paulette can't rely on us, Hachidoku is the only hope. But even Hachidoku just makes a face about the whole thing.
蹄鉄末期には機関車を失った客車などゴロゴロ転がっておりましたのに。ここでも同じだったって聞いてます。でもスクラップ業者さんに買い取られていったって。
なんだ？
We should ask. The success or failure is unknown, but at least there's one lead.
ならば、スクラップ業者を片っ端から当たってみよう。使えそうなものが1両くらいは残っているかもしれん。
We have no connection with railways or knowledge with passenger cars. But this is something that we can still do. Yet Paulette just makes a face similar to Hachidoku's from a moment ago.
けどスクラップ業者さんに引き取られたのなんてもうずっと前のことですから。
8620とて、その時期に事故車両として引き取られ、そのまま放置されていたが、見事に復活した。
I say aloud that which everyone here already knows.
同じように放置され、修復可能な客車があるかもしれぬ。当たってみても、損ということはあるまいよ。
あ、そうですよね。私、やる前から諦めるみたいなこと言って。
In a slightly fake gesture, Paulette taps herself on the head.
こっちも、もう一回当たり直してみます。知り合いだけじゃなく、紹介とかもお願いしてみて。
うん、それは心強い。
A quick turnaround from her lack of confidence just a few moments earlier. Paulette's eyes are now burning up. The strength in her eyes is contrasted with her white skin, making it all the more powerful.
レイナもポーレットをお手伝いします。私もポーレット様をお手伝いしましょう。もしかして窮地の7度に行き当たるかもしれません。ほんなら私はニーニの私は兄さんのお手伝いをさせていただきますね。
ならば、あとはやるだけだな。
Everyone here nods. We begin to move. It's better to move, fail, and then retry, rather than worrying about doing nothing at all. We can just repeat that until we achieve some results. Even if we call every junkyard and it all doesn't work, it's not like we die from it.
兄さん、お待たせしました。電話帳です。
Let's start alphabetically. Aoki Echo works. Aoki Echo works. I call and they pick up in less than 3 rings.
お忙しいところすみません。こちら、お人よしのお人よ鉄道株式会社のものですが。
Dexter, just be patient, okay? I was waiting for the transition. Is Hibiki on that choose a character after doing 300 pulls or something? Yes, no shit she is. She's a standard banner character. Why wouldn't she be? Because this training is done according to the schedule, Hatsudoku does not go easy on me.
しかし、このままでは風邪をひく。
I'm lying down on the tatami mat, but I try to force myself up. This is more than fatigue. I feel like I'm boiling. The fatigue in my muscles becomes heated and lingers.
僕でこれだ。
I start to worry about Hibiki, since she was grunting earlier this morning. I do feel sluggish and heavy, but I can't rest assured without seeing how she's doing. Are you doing Southland Academy for the next Patreon anime? Yeah, I guess.
兄さん、まだ起きてらっしゃいますか?
I hear Hibiki's voice behind the sliding door. She sounds normal and not particularly tired.
ああ、入ってくれ。ちょうど響のことを考えていた。
私のこと。
She carries over that nervousness and fumbles into my room.
ああ、少し心配していたのだ。
心配って何をですか？
疲労と、ある種、ストレスか。今朝方、僕をサドだド S だと罵っていただろ
う。兄さんにはあれが罵りに聞こえましたか？
You know, when I'll start and upload episode 1. In due time. Hibiki happily giggles, but I don't know what's so funny.
罵りでなければ何なのだ。
甘えですよ、甘え。妹が兄さんに甘えただけの話です。
ああ。
It does make some sense. it does make some sense. When Michiko wanted attention, she did call me stupid from time to time,
てっきり、兄さんその辺のこと分かってくれたのかと。お茶とか立ててくれたじゃないですか。
あれは、まあ、なんだ。偶然の産物だ。
偶然
When I tell her about my exchange with Reina, Hibiki bursts out laughing.
私も聞きたかったと。レイナちゃんの、レイナド S。
それは良かったが、その後の口止めに苦心した。レイナの前では、おかしな言葉を使わぬ方が良い。
ああ、そうですね。そこは反省しなくちゃですね。
She goes from a big smile to now a meek expression. I don't know why, but now I feel sorry. So I try to do something about the awkward silence that permeates us.
それでどうした？何か用事で来たのではないのか？
用事がなくちゃ来ちゃダメみたいな言い方。
いや、そういうわけではない。
Now I made her pout. It seems that trying to manage Hibiki is harder than shoveling coal.
用事がなくても、無論、いつでも来て構わん。ここは、右田の家なんだからな。
The moment I say that, Hibiki gives a weak smile. No, that's not it. I had no intention of making you look that way. Enter.
兄さん、同じ意味なら言い方を変えてくれませんか？右田の家じゃなくて、僕らの家に。
You didn't hear that.
響が望むならそうしよう。ここは僕らの家だ。いつ部屋に来てくれても構わん。
はい、兄さん。それなら私、そうしちゃいますね。
I finally get to see Hibiki's usual smile. You know, if I was in a visual novel, it would be hard to resist pulling in a lolly and patting her head. What? The moment I see it, I feel relief, but then I feel awkward because of that relief. What happened to me? Continually worrying about what others think is not only pointless but foolish. Although I believe that to be true, I still can't help but worry about my surroundings.
ところで、86はどうしたんです？
のう、枕姉のところだ。
There's another sigh of relief from Hibiki. But trying to think of the reason would only send me in circles. Thus, I try not to think about it as I continue to talk.
経営面でよりいろいろと学びたいらしくてな。毎日遅くまで習い、そのまま戻らぬことさえある。
戻らんって、ねえねえの部屋にお泊まりしとうと？
うん。朝方、醸造蔵に一緒に来ることが最近あるだろ。
ああ、あれってそういう
Hibiki freezes up after saying that. She looks around the room, then to me. But she nervously looks away.
これって、そういう。
これとは何で、それとは何だ？
なんで
You sure? While saying that, she makes a yes pose. With her face still red, Hibiki clears her throat. She straightens her posture, takes a deep breath, then turns back to me.
兄さん。だけどですね、今日のところは、私、用事があって来たんです。
I don't understand the but part. I nodded without thinking any further, but then Hibiki starts to get pushier.
客車のこと、結局全然ダメだったじゃないですか。
確かに。少なくとも僕らの方は空振り続きで結果を出せなかった。
When I say that, Hibiki gets a troubled look on her face.
僕らの方はって、ポーレットさんも議会に向かっちゃったでしょ？
だが、紹介をあちこち頼んでいたようだったからな。すぐには無理でも、遅れて朗報が来るかもしれん。
そうなるといいんですけどね。
Hibiki feels like it's just to console her, but I think it could actually be possible. The relationships between enthusiasts are measurable. There could be some unexpected consciousness connections or unexpected outcomes.
だとしても、ポーレットさん任せだけにしちゃうの、ちょっと悪いかなって気が私して。
だな。
With the business operation of 8620 closing in, the workload on Paulette is increasing on all fronts. There's municipal work as well as the railways. What we can do for Paulette is much too small.
だから、客車について勉強しとこうと思ったんです。知識があれば、フォローできる範囲も増えると思って。
なあ、それは素晴らしい考えだな。言われてみると、部屋でダラダラ休息していた自分が恥ずかしい。
休息も大事ですよ、もちろん。ただ私、何もできなかったのが悔しくて。
そうか。
I try to pat her on the head, but for some reason I stop myself from reaching out to her.
兄さん？
いや、なんだ。勉強なら僕も一緒にしよ
う。兄さんならそう言ってくれると思ってました。
Whoa! Oh, thank God. I thought it was her panties, but it's just shorts. Alright, it's fine, guys. Without saying anything else, Hibiki and I go into the next room. Don't worry, I can use this as the thumbnail. We start looking toward the reference materials, but then Hibiki sits on the floor, spreading out the documents before her.
なんだ、ここで読むのか？
私、気づいたんです。部屋に全部を持っていくより、使えそうなものをここでチョイスした方がいいって。
なるほど、道理だ。
Then my job is to find everything that has to do with passenger cars and bring them to Hibiki. When I look carefully, there are quite a lot of photos of the passenger cars. There's actually less of locomotives themselves. If it's not a freight train, then a passenger car will be drawn. After gathering all of that, I realize now that there are very few pieces of material on the inside of the passenger car. That's not good. Dexter is going to miss this. Yeah, that's not good either. No, wait. Instead of railway books, I should check the pamphlets of tourism trains. When I switch my mindset, I start finding the things I want. No wonder why Paulette was impressed. If we can do this with so little knowledge, It makes me realize how valuable Taito's books are.
ああ、そっか。窓の大きさも重要なのか。
Hibiki continues to look through the material, I gather, while writing memos and sketching.
あれこれ、肘掛けがなんか変わった形？ここ、別角度の写真欲しいな。
She seems to be getting in the groove as her knees seem to move side to side more vibrantly. You did not need to zoom in. Uh-oh. Again, I can see her panties like this. Okay. She's not in a high spot right now. Telling her probably wouldn't pose any danger. Ah, yeah. But I don't want to break her concentration either. I'll pretend I'll pretend I didn't see that and continue gathering materials. Nah, man, she's doing this on purpose. What's wrong with me? My job is to gather materials. I know, but for some reason I can't move from that tiny piece of cloth covering her crotch. What the fuck? When her legs open and close, it goes in and out of view, so my gaze is now fixated on it. What am I doing? Why am I bothering? Why am I bothered by mere panties? At the Bigita household and at the rail shop, I've worked with and lived together with many women. What's behind this? The skirt hidden from view. Is she wearing a skirt? I guess. Hidden from view is nothing new as you spent time with them. Oh, that was a metaphor. No matter who it is, not once have I been unable to look away. So I start to think I'd try to find the reason why. Imagery through words? What are you talking about? This is a visual novel. We do not need to be we do not need to be described. I don't know how to say it. We do not need Sotetsu to tell us what he's seen. We can see it. So I start to think. I try to find the reason why. Because you want to fuck your sister. What other reason is there? No, we can't. Yeah, you're right. Actually, we can't see it, you know. That's not... Yeah, we can't actually see it, guys. If I can pinpoint the cause, the problem will surely be solved. What's different this time? Is it because it's Hibiki? I focused a little and realized that Hibiki's pajamas are terribly skimpy. I mean, you could tell that at a glance. I don't know what... No. This is what they call... camisoles or negligees. Okay. It's those things that are close to being underwear. But what of it? What is this dude imagining? Let's hope that Hibiki doesn't look up. We've bathed together before. I've seen Hibiki naked numerous times. I've seen her in a towel. And yet, why? Oh no, he's looking. What?
No.
Having her call out to me, I breathe a sigh of relief. I can finally move my gaze. Okay.
逆車って大きく分けるとこの長い座席のと箱型の座席のとだけど。
I can't hear Hibiki's voice. My eardrums are vibrating, but I have no idea what she's saying. She's just yapping. Breasts. Hibiki's. Not only is her dress skimpy, they fit loosely too. Bro! He was not like this with Hachidoku. He was not like this with Hachidoku, alright? From her open-chested dress, I can clearly see the tip. Excuse me? Hibiki's skin is blushing and sweaty. Is it hot? No, it is hot. No, it is hot right now. I didn't even notice the temperature, but it's stuffy tonight. I'm also sweaty and feel the heat on my skin, but I'm strangely thirsty. Yeah, I can tell.
兄さん
Don't worry about it. Don't look at what he's looking at. Now he's gonna, and then the camera pans to her feet. Hibiki isn't looking at her sketchbook. She's looking straight at me. He wants some milk? No, he doesn't want. That wasn't what I was referring to. I was referring to a. Never mind. I can hear her heartbeat. I'm not touching Hibiki, but I feel as if we share the same rhythm. Is that his stepsis? That's his adopted sister, yes.
兄さん今度はどうですか
Hibiki may also be thirsty. She licks her lips in a smooth motion. But from her saliva, her lips become even redder, and her lips slowly open up again and
どうとは何がだ
he can't do this. Yes, he can.
ですからそのそわそわとかうずうずとか
Look, they're already halfway. All right, they have the same last name, so never mind. Saved by the bell. Saved by the ringtone. It's the phone. It should be ringing in the living room, but it sounds like it was blasting right into my ear. Hibiki's bright red. It's not the sort of red you'd get from drinking, but it's a bright red that I'm familiar with seeing.
電話だな
I don't know what to say. I don't know what I want to say. So I speak whatever comes to mind first. And it makes Hibiki breathe a long, long sigh.
電話ですねこんな時間に
Hibiki realizes something. Anyway, yeah. The one time people would call it this hour is for bad news, or the reverse. For good news?
そうちゃんぽーちゃんから電話と
Oh, I'm asking if stepsister just means same one parent. Yeah, same dad or same mom.
相鉄様早くお出になってください
Well, no. It'd be same dad, because if it was same mom, it would be you would be sisters, siblings. So Hibiki is not his stepsister. No, it's just adoptive. It's same dad. Because if it's same mom, then you're just siblings. You're actually just blood related. Kind of. Yeah? No. Well, yeah. Same mom, different dad means that your mom birthed both you and your sibling. Hence, yeah. But she got knocked up by two dads, right? Two different guys. That's, yeah. And then, you know, and then the other way around is that your dad marries someone else. Right? Or your dad knocks up another woman and then that's why it's step siblings, okay? It's just that, you know, it's a bit more weird if it's same mum, right? Why am I talking about this?
今行く。
I knew it. If Paulette is calling at this hour, there's only one reason why.
どうした響？
She raises her heel, getting ready to follow me, but then drops it back to the floor.
こんな格好やけ。
Like I said, Hibiki knows that Sotetsu wants to fuck. Alright? And she does too. She just doesn't have the balls to say anything. And neither does Sotetsu. Hibiki runs away. There's no other way to describe that.
何をなさってらっしゃるのです？相鉄様、早く、お早く。
Thank God she wasn't here.
すまんすまん。今すぐだ。
I'm worried about Hibiki, but I need to fulfill my duty first. That's right. Once we can procure a passenger car, we have to promote tourism, and we'll take that flow to boost the factory opposition. That is the main objective. This is the reason why I came back. When I realized that, I feel lighter inside my heart.
よし。